Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Durham. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division I State Championship game here at the Lundholm Gymnasium on campus of the University of New Hampshire. Championship weekend continues as Londonderry and Concord Christian battle for the D1 crown. We'll start with the Kingsmen of Concord Christian, the number one seed in this 16-team field, and quite the story. 17-1 during the regular season. Their only loss was last month against Bedford. Since then, 6 straight wins for head coach Matt Smith. Concord Christian, they won Division IV in 2022. They moved up a level and won Division III. In 2023, jumped up again in 2024 and captured the Division II crown. Last year fell just short in the semifinals against Bedford, but here in year number 2 in Division I, they are on the cusp of winning their 4th championship on their 4th different level in 5 years. For Londonderry, under head coach John Doherty, 16-3 during the regular season. They've now won 5 straight, including tournament wins over Keene, Windham, and then a shocker over Bedford, which the Lancers came back in the 4th quarter to win the game 46-45. Since then, some hardware has been handed out. All state selections have been made and announced. And Londonderry senior Samantha Sullivan was selected by the Coaches Association as the player of the year, number 22 in blue, someone to watch tonight. So all bets are off in a do-or-die spot here. Londonderry and Concord Christian in this D1 state championship game.
All I know is I have never in my life, and I'm older than dirt, have heard of a team going from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1 and winning in each division almost consecutively. I mean, okay, so they didn't, last couple, but if you win this one, and you've won in each division in that short span of time, and you're a school that's got like 12 people in your school, that's a heck of an accomplishment. I've never heard of that before.
Just over 100 students.
It's incredible.
Christian.
That would be incredible.
They've been doing it for the better part now of 5 seasons. Matt Smith and, of course, Rebecca Carlisle, former head coach, now assistant coach. It's been that tandem atop the pecking order, so to speak, and they have turned Concord Christian into a powerhouse. On the other side, though, Londonderry has been very competitive, not just this year, but last year fell just 6 points shy to Bedford in the championship. So it's the 2nd straight trip to the final for this Lancer group. Yeah,
and they're a good group. We saw them the other night where they defensively took apart Bedford. That zone was phenomenal, trapping, creating turnovers. And they just, at the end, they just willed themselves to a victory at the end just by diving on the floor, hustle plays, fortuitous fouls on Bedford. So that was a great win for them and brings with them a certain amount of momentum, I think. They played with a sense of urgency for that entire game, whereas I think Concord Christian, their game was not quite as intense. They managed to win the game and get here, so can they bring that same level of intensity that Londonderry brought the other night? And both of them, they're going to be fired up. Crowd's going to be nuts.
Yeah, we are
it's packed.
Basically at capacity here at the Lundholm Gymnasium. Maybe a few extra spots in the top rows, but we're basically sold out. Nearly 5,000 in attendance for this one. Earlier today, we had the Division II state championship where undefeated Pembroke lost to Derryfield in the final. The Cougars capturing their first championship in nearly 3 decades. All right, let's turn things over now to legendary public address announcer Sherm Chester for the announcer of the starting lineups.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
There it is, the national anthem, setting off a frenzy of cheers here in the gym.
You think?
As this crowd is rabid and ready to let it howl here over the next hour and a half, 2 hours, as we get this thing settled once and for all. Two competitive programs, 32 minutes away from a potential state championship trophy. Londonderry in their road, they are the number 3 seed in this year's tournament under head coach John Doherty. Concord Christian, the top seed in their home whites. Plenty of seniors, plenty of experience both ways. Starting 5 for Concord Christian: Abby LeBeau, Emma Smith, Kate Smith, Sophia Capsalis. They're all seniors, by the way. And freshman, another 6-footer in Bryn Valiant. Allison DeNovo, Gemma Murphy, Brooke Ecott, Brooke Wilson, and Samantha Sullivan, the 5 in blue for Londonderry. Lancers win the tip. Sullivan with a quick touch early. And on the opening trip, Londonderry facing a man-to-man defensive look from Concord Christian. Slashing move, left hand, banker, left a little short. Rebound comes in the lane for the Catesman's Kate Smith. As the Kingsmen slow it down here on their first possession.
Kind of figure whoever comes out the fastest, right, and plays good early could just kind of pull away in this one. That's the trend.
Fast start, important both ways. Meanwhile, tough finish between two defenders for senior Sophia Capsalis. Able to bank that one high off the window. 2-0 Concord Christian.
And keep an eye, too, on Player of the Year, Sam Sullivan. She got in foul trouble the other night. She didn't have to come out, but she did get in foul trouble. And want to keep her out of foul trouble if you can.
Jump shot from the baseline for Wilson is no good. Murray on the follow left it short. And it's last touched by the defense.
Good rebound by Murray. Just couldn't get it to go. See if they score on the out of bounds. Concord Christian playing, man, on the out of bounds. No. Yep.
Looking for the inbounder. Eventually it's Murray. Retreats to the corner. Lancers looking for their first points. Just over a minute gone by here in quarter number 1. Ekrit up and under for 2.
Oh, I like her being aggressive early today. No doubt about it.
Got a solid game in the semifinal win over Bedford, and Ekrit puts Londonderry on the board to tie the game at 2.
She did. She's really quick. Quick with the ball, quick without the ball.
Well, Smith picks up the dribble.
Good defensive pressure early by Londonderry.
Emma Smith back to Kate Smith for 3. No good. Pouncing on the loose ball in the corner is Sullivan for Londonderry. Lancers get the stop they want. Now Londonderry wants their first lead. 3-pointer. Ekrit off target. Rebound played off the bounce by Valiant. Freshman slows down at midcourt. Capsalis given a little room. Now puts it on the deck. 2 minutes in, we're tied at 2. And off down the lane, Emma Smith off balance left-hand shot won't go. Wilson has the rebound. Wilson really hit the glass hard in the win over Bedford. It's her first score of the night. Meanwhile, Sullivan looks for a ball screen. Lancers want the lead. The player of the year fades left and backs it home.
How about that left-hand shot, Nick?
Tough one off balance, but Sullivan puts Londonderry in front 4-2.
Good spin move, too, off the glass with that left-handed offhand shot. Oh, beautiful.
Meanwhile, Kate Smith trying to work. Sets up a shot for her teammate. And too strong for Emma LeBeau. And a rebound again taken in by Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson had, 12, 13 rebounds the other night in the semifinal game.
Meanwhile, Londonderry goes to the high post. Lancers in front 4-2. Sullivan, strong move here, and a foul is called.
Big foul early, too, on Emma Smith, their primary ball handler.
Took it right into the teeth of the defense and draws the foul on Emma Smith. First team foul either way. Comes nearly at the midway point here, first quarter.
And you see a lot of Sullivan with her hands in the ball, attacking the basket. We're having a meeting.
Have 3 officials on hand. Stacy Reed, Chad Davis, Jared DeRochers. 3 of the state's best. And of course, teams used to that 3 official look at this point here. It's been
especially playoff
standard
time.
all tournament long.
Yeah, no doubt. It is different than the regular season, though, when you've had 2. Some things you can get away with that you can't get away with when you have 3. You just got to make sure. We've noticed that a lot more travel calls and some of the screen situations that you might get that they may not see when you have 2 officials. A lot more eyes on you.
Well, Sullivan knocks down the free throw to give Londonderry a 5-2 lead. We have subs as LeBeau checks out of the Concord Christian lineup. Coach Smith coming with Brooklyn Robbins, a 5'8 junior. Sullivan goes 2 for 2, 4 points early for the player of the year. Londonderry's got a 6-2 lead. Meanwhile, what are we looking at defensively here?
They're playing man, a lot of switching too, especially up top. When the balls exchange or when they interchange players, a lot of switching by Londonderry. Kind of screws you up offensively. Feels like a zone almost, but it's man with switching.
Lancers force a miss, and now Londonderry looking to cash in on the offensive end. Got a 4-point lead. Sullivan calling for the basketball. They hand it to her in the high post. Now Ekrit ready to fire from the wing. 3-pointer, no good. Here comes Robbins the other way. Concord Christian just 1 field goal through 4 minutes for the top seed. Ball on the ground. Emma Smith trying to recover, and now a jump ball is called. Coach Doherty likes it. He's clapping his hand on the Londonderry sideline.
Yeah, good play. Good defensive play. 3 on the floor. All trying to get a handle on it. Quick jump ball call. I like that. That way nobody gets too angry and too start to shake the ball around.
Here's Robbins for three. Misfires off the window. Murray comes the other way for Londonderry. Lancers in front 6-2. Concord Christian, their student section dressed in white, behind the home bench chanting defense. Sullivan, eye on the rim, puts it on the deck. Back up top now for DeNovo. Getting loose is Murray. The jump shot is good.
Tough shot, good floater.
First two for Jama Murray, the 5'10 junior, one of the all-state selections for Londonderry. They're on a 6-0 run. The Lancers lead 8-2. Meanwhile, Valiant trying to muscle one over the defense. Won't happen. Sullivan has her third rebound.
I'm doing a good job, though, trying to keep Sullivan out of the paint. She likes to attack, go to the right, attack the basket.
Going to give her a ball screen here. Second screen. Smith, the defender, stays with her. And then Emmy's sister Kate knocks the ball out of bounds.
Tough pass. Let's see if they get a good look on the out of bounds. Uh-oh, quick timeout.
Yeah, timeout here. We're just inside of 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. A good start for Londonderry. They're out in front here 8-2.
Yeah, defensively too, Londonderry, again, really aggressive. Hands, trying to get steals and switching. The switching part can really screw up your man offense. Just because you're trying to do things that, when it's man-to-man, you're trying to get screens, you're trying to get things where you get maybe some backdoor cuts, some back picks. And when you switch, again, it's like playing a zone, and your man-to-man concepts kind of have to change a little bit. So you have to set better screens and roll and seal so that maybe they can get some shots that way. Because right now, Concord Christian having a hard time getting good looks at the basket.
Just 2 points through now 5 minutes of play for the top seed Concord Christian, 17-1 during the regular season. Londonderry, the number 3 seed in the tournament, following a 16-3 regular season. Sullivan puts it on the deck, going to spin here in the paint. Bounce pass frees up her teammate, and the jump shot is good.
Nice unselfish play.
Allison DeNovo's first two. The 5'10 sophomore extends the Londonderry run now to 8 unanswered. Emma Smith for three, trying to break the cold streak. It won't happen on this trip. Wilson, her third rebound. Coach Doherty waving his right hand at the head of the bench, calling out the play. He likes what he's seen so far as we close in towards 2 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Londonderry came up just short in last year's championship. Step back three, Murray halfway down and out, ball tipped out. And here it comes for the Kingsmen's Abby Lash, who just came on, the 5'10 junior.
Still on that man defensively, doing a good job containing Concord Christian's opportunities.
Smith, good fake, and then a foul on the floor.
Good drive to the basket. Good help defense, just got a foul, but good help again by Londonderry, making it tough.
Just the second foul period in this first period. One team foul each way, so.
No wonder it seems to have gone so fast. 1:52 to go already. We seem like we just flown through the first quarter.
Foul on Murray, again, just her first. This one up and in, and the foul. Smith hits the three, but hang on, the foul, I believe, was away from the basketball. On the rebound attempt, they're going to get Capsalis.
Got white ball as well. They called it on one blue, one Londonderry. White ball on the out of bounds. So
no, I don't think that's
no,
correct.
It is. He's waving everybody back. White
you're
ball.
Right. You're right.
So basically, it's an after the shot foul, white ball. So Emma Smith.
They're going to count the three for Emma Smith, and the foul on the rebound came against Londonderry's Allison DeNovo, who picks up her first.
Yeah, they dreaded after the shot foul. Look at the hold.
And now another hold away from the ball here against Londonderry. It's on Ekrit. So a little bit to sort through here as we head towards the end of this first quarter.
Yeah, that was a little tricky. That after the shot situation, a little tricky with the out of bounds and who gets the ball. Certainly
a break for Concord Christian. They need it after surrendering 8 straight. They're back within 5. Smith stays hot, and all of a sudden, it's a 2-point game.
Hand in her face, too. Nice shot. 2 in a row like that where she didn't need much space. usually players feel like they might need a little more space. She didn't need any space.
Concord Christian scores 6 points on one trip, essentially. Meanwhile, Ekrit flies through the paint, shot wild off the window. It ends up with Emma Smith. Concord Christian can tie or take the lead after trailing by 8 just a moment ago.
I'm going to get a hand up on Emma Smith.
Capsalis into the lane with a defender on her hip, and a foul is called. I believe it's on DeNovo, and that is her second.
Yes, indeed. A little too much body, too much bumping.
So 2 on the sophomore. Meanwhile, Coach Doherty going to take DeNovo off the floor. Allison Ropriori has come on. Ropriori, a 5'9" sophomore.
You try and tell players, too, maintain about arm's distance away so you don't get in foul trouble like that.
This one rolled out of bounds as it touches the top of the backboard.
And at least if you're arm's distance away, you can contain, you don't foul, and you're able to get a hand up usually quick enough to kind of keep the shot from taking an easy or getting an easy look at a shot.
Final minute, first quarter. Lancers have played with the lead and led by as many as 8, but only up 2 here. While Murray powers her way to the basket.
Shot.
And the lefty finish off the window.
Again with that
second
left.
Field goal, the junior with 4 early.
Good left hand, too. Wow, offhand for her.
30 seconds to go, first quarter. Emma Smith up top, little jab step, working on Ekrit to the right. Double team, picks up the dribble. Open shooter in the corner, it's Lash for 3.
Big 3, wide open. Great pass.
Some bench points for Concord Christian. They're within 1. Down to 10 seconds. Sullivan looks for a ball screen. Crosses right. Emma Smith, the defender. Double teamed. And then a foul up top. Got a reach in by the second defender. And it comes to just inside of 4 seconds to go.
Got to shoot kind of quick. 3.8 to go, right? Got to get a good shot. Set good screens on the out of bounds. Might be able to get a good look.
Foul on Kate Smith, her first. Ekrit, the inbounder, looking. And this one punched out of bounds.
Yep, and if she would have looked quicker right away, Murray was open for a bounce pass right away for a layup on that. You got to look for your first open player on the cut.
They take the safety valve instead. Ekrit's shot is blocked by Capsalis. Half-court heave from Lash is off the rim.
Oh.
And that will do it for the first quarter. Londonderry a good start. Concord Christian with the momentum as we head to the second quarter. State championship rolls on next. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division I State Championship game here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Second quarter here in Durham, where Londonderry leads Concord Christian by a score of 12-11. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division I State Championship game. Lancer fans in blue hoping the third seed Londonderry, after getting off to a good start, can extend their lead here on their first trip of the second quarter. Concord Christian, they brought their fans as well. They're chanting defense dressed in white behind the home bench. Here's a three-pointer. A little too deep for Murray. It ends up out of bounds, and now the Kingsmen will have a chance to take their first lead.
And you made an interesting comment while we were on break. How many turnovers do we have?
The answer surprised both of us, 0.
0.0, that's right. That's crazy.
No mistakes either way offensively so far in this first half.
What a contrast.
Certainly a rarity at any level. Capsalis is blocked by Sullivan, and Sullivan landed out of bounds.
Oh, good block. Oh, and a great save, too, to almost get it going the other way. Is that a turnover?
No.
I don't think we even give her that.
Never had possession.
No, I think she came down on the line.
So, Concord Christian will get an extra shot at it here. Valiant will fire a three and knock it down. That's the freshman Bryn Valiant. 6 foot forward, showing the range, and Concord Christian's out in front for the first time.
Yeah, she showed some of that the other night, too. Freshman coming in, hit a couple big threes.
Meanwhile, La Perrier can't hit it there. Kept alive by Murray, and a foul is called away from the basketball. It's on Abby Lash of Concord Christian. Concord Christian called for a grab there as she was in the hunt for the loose ball, so it'll stay with Londonderry. Just over a minute gone by second quarter. Lancers down 2. They go into the post. Sullivan lost their footing, yanked to the ground. We play on. Murray leaves it for Ekrit. Three-pointer on the way, but too strong and out of bounds. Back to Concord Christian.
Good look at the ball. I can't believe that Sullivan was able to get up or hang on to that after almost having it knocked away twice. They're doubling her quite a bit when she catches the ball in the paint, too. She's getting harassed, and she's finding open teammates.
Well, this one.
It's our first turnover right there.
Is turned over.
Concord Christian turns it over for the first one of the game.
Right in front of Coach Doherty.
Good defense on that play, too.
Gotta like the effort here. His club, even though they're down 2, certainly going after it here early in the second quarter. Sullivan trying to cross up Smith in a battle of superstars. Kicks it to Ekrit for 3.
Ekrit's had a couple looks. That was probably her best one yet. Best wide open look.
Second made field goal for the 5'8 senior Brooke Ekrit. 2 minutes in, second quarter. Lancers are back in front. Capsalis surveys up top. Puts it on the deck, back to the defender, leaves it for Lash, who thought about it. Now Lash on the attack, off the ball screen, retreats to the corner. Tough defense here by Londonderry.
Yeah, you got to like the unselfish play, too, on the offensive end of the player of the year, Sullivan, too. Not afraid to give it up to her teammates.
Here's a three-pointer, too strong for Lash. Pinch down rebound for Wilson is her 4th. Lancers by 1 with the ball. They want more. 2.5 gone by second quarter. Ekrit puts it on the deck. And a skip pass is picked off on the baseline. Good read by the freshman Valiant on the steal. That's Londonderry's first turnover.
It's a hard pass. We talked about that before. Hard pass to make.
Meanwhile, Emma Smith is fouled near the rim. 2 shots coming for the senior.
She's smart. Emma Smith, smart player. You go at Sullivan. If you have her one-on-one like that down at the other end, too, go at her, see if you can get her in foul trouble.
Just 3 seniors each way, Justin. Londonderry with 3, Concord Christian with 3, so the program overall certainly in good hands moving forward.
Oh, absolutely.
Problem is the 3 seniors for each team, they're all very good players.
They are indeed. You lose both Smith sisters, I believe, and then you lose Sullivan and Ekrit on the other side for sure. So those are 2 very important players, along with the other 2 that we're losing as well.
Cap Salas is the 3rd senior for Concord Christian. And Ekrit, Brooke Wilson, and Sullivan, all seniors for Londonderry. Meanwhile, Wilson finds her classmate who's open. 3-pointer, though, no good. There's an offensive rebound for Murray and a steal for Emma Smith. Here comes Concord Christian's star down the lane, blocked by Sullivan. Good effort both ways there. Tough rejection for Sullivan, her 2nd block of this first half.
And again, you got to keep going at her. I like that. Got good help on the backside as well from her teammate. I think Gemma Murray, I believe. Kind of threw Emma Smith off a little bit, but you don't want Sullivan again to get in foul trouble. That would have been her 2nd foul if they would have called that.
Meanwhile, Brooklyn Robbins is back in. She's got the ball here, replacing Kate Smith in the Concord Christian lineup. We're tied at 15 as we near the midway point 2nd quarter. It's been tight throughout. Londonderry at one point scored 8 in a row and led by 8. Bank shot on the 3 is too strong for Emma Smith. The rebound goes to Murray for Londonderry.
And Smith called for that one. She wanted that ball.
Again, the Crimson Kingsman fans chanting defense. Sullivan off balance, got it anyway. Tough banker with the left hand. Sullivan's 2nd field goal.
Tough shot.
She's the high scorer with 6. Lancers by 2 halfway through this 2nd quarter. 3-pointer. No good for LeBeau, and then a foul on the rebound. It's going to come away from the basketball. May have been a grab against the freshman Valiant. It's Cap Salas with her first. So 2 team fouls for Concord Christian, only 1 for Londonderry.
Yeah, they've been the game's been clean. 1st quarter was clean. 2nd quarter been clean. I say that now, I probably have jinxed the foul situation. Hopefully not.
I hope not.
I like the fact that it's clean so far.
Been smooth. This officiating crew has done their job.
Yeah, they have 2 well-coached teams as well that don't foul a lot and don't make silly mistakes during the game.
And again, just 3 combined turnovers, all in this 2nd quarter. Here's Murray. 3-pointer, in and out for LaPriere. And a good box out for Kate Smith, who after a brief rest is back on the floor.
Now, you won't see either Smith sister be out very long.
Concord Christian looking to tie or take the lead, down 2. Valiant hands to Emma Smith, double team immediately, back to the freshman. Looks backdoor for Robbins, who plays it off the window. Brooklyn Robbins, first 2 for the junior. More bench points for Coach Smith.
And off the bench.
17 apiece. Meanwhile, Sullivan versus Smith, 1-on-1. Tripped up, looking for help, and now a jump ball is called.
Going the other way. Only the 3rd turnover on that one. She got triple teamed again on that, so she has been very good about kicking the ball out to her teammates. When you get double, tripled inside every time you go to the basket, that makes it really difficult to score.
Some communication there after the whistle as well as the teammates try to figure it out.
Right. You got to make sure, hey, we're moving around, make sure you're in the right spot so I can get you the ball for a wide open shot. When there's 3 players guarding 1, that's going to tell you there's some people open.
Inside of 3 minutes to play in this first half. Robbins stolen by Sullivan, and then a foul on Robbins in the backcourt.
That's a great steal. Great steal on only Concord Christian's 2nd turnover. That's just effort, defensive effort. Boy, I tell you what, both these teams are defensively have been great. Effort's been great.
Players on the floor in this first half. Sacrificing the body. We see Sullivan getting down and dirty there with the steal. Goes nicely with the 2 blocks on defense. She's also the game's high scorer with 6. Lancers look to get it to her. She's triple teamed. Wilson is open. 15-footer is short. Ball bounces right back to LaPriere, and Londonderry has it. Pass batted out of bounds. Coach Smith likes the defensive effort. Coach Doherty likes the fact his team still has the ball.
Yeah, fortuitous rebound on that one off the tip. If they get something out off the out of bounds. I love a good out of bounds play.
The inbounder is Ekrit looking for options. LaPriere immediately pounced upon in the corner, somehow escaped. Sullivan for three. Finds the range.
How about that one?
And straight away, a dagger from Sullivan, who now has 9 points. Londonderry's back in front. Well, Capsalis hooks up with Lash. She's cut off on the baseline by Sullivan. Back to Capsalis. Leans into a wild one off the window. Rebound for Ekrit. It was tied up immediately. And again, we have bodies on the floor.
Going the other way. Staying with Londonderry. Good rebound by Ekrit.
Lancers have the possession arrow. And that leaves us with 2 minutes to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis. Plus, we'll revisit the Division II state championship between Pembroke and Londonderry. That's all coming up at halftime. This Division I state championship has been tight. Londonderry had an early 8-point lead following an 8-0 run back in the first quarter. Concord Christian has come back to take a brief lead here in the second. And right now, the Lancers lead by 3, looking to make this a 2-possession game as Ekrit goes down the lane. No, ball slapped loose, and here comes Emma Smith the other way for Concord Christian. Leading a 4-on-3 break. Valiant slashing middle. Has a shooter on the wing. It's Lash. Three-pointer is short. Ball is loose. Kate Smith gets to it. Second trip coming.
Good box out.
Valiant is open. Deep three off the rim. And Wilson has her 5th rebound.
Wilson again, a rebounding machine. The Rodman, the Dennis Rodman for you old folks out there of the Londonderry Lancerettes.
One of my favorites.
Right?
Dennis Rodman.
What did he do? He rebounded. You know what? He used to be able to shoot, too, at one point. I don't know what happened there.
Well, Sullivan in a little bit of trouble. Her pass is knocked out of bounds into the corner. Stay right here at this end with inside of a minute to go.
Sullivan and Smith have not come out. Emma Smith, and they look a little winded. now.
A lot of minutes this season and throughout the tournament.
Yeah, they played all of these first 2 quarters. You know what? Championship game, though. Only reason you come out, injury or you can't move anymore.
Meanwhile, a patient trip is developing here for Londonderry.
Yeah, lots of time left. Maybe take the last shot, right? Go in the locker room with the lead.
Coach Doherty just raised his right fist over his head, calling out the play. And a foul here on looks like a trap attempt on the wing. It's going to go against Kate Smith on the reach.
A second foul, I believe. Yeah, second foul on Kate Smith.
Also the 4th team foul against Concord Christian. So they're up against the limit.
Next time we're shooting free throws.
Final 20 seconds. Lancers by 3. Sullivan leaves it for Wilson. Back out to Ekrit. We're down to 10 seconds. Ekrit on the drive. Leaves it up and good.
Ekrit with a beautiful floater.
Friendly roll for Ekrit. The 3rd field goal. Lash looking to beat the buzzer at it. Blocked instead. And the Lancers will take that with them into halftime.
Take that block. Player of the year.
3 blocks.
Wow.
Goes nicely with 9 points for Samantha Sullivan. More importantly, Londonderry is out in front by 5 at the midway point, 22-17.
In a defensive battle, low scoring half, 22-17 is very low score. Right now, the lead could be either way. You get Concord Christians had made 4 threes to the 2 threes from Londonderry. Londonderry has out-rebounded Concord Christian significantly. So we kind of figured with Brooke Wilson and Gemma Murray, and then you get Sullivan will get a few rebounds as well. You know, rebounding-wise, Londonderry is tough, and defensively as well. So second half could be, at a 5-point game now, you just don't know what's going to happen here in the second half.
All right, we'll take a break, get the official stats, then we'll play the highlights on the way to the break, and we'll be back for the 3rd quarter before you know it. 22-17 halftime in the Division I state championship game. You're watching it here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're presented by Beals Insurance, and we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game. At New England Football Academy, they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Start of the third quarter here in Durham. We've got a 5-point game in the championship. Londonderry out in front of Concord Christian 22-17. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham here. The top seed Concord Christian stifled at times in that first half, although they did see senior Emma Smith lead the way with 7 points, one of 5 different scorers for head coach Matt Smith. Londonderry was paced by Samantha Sullivan, the player of the year. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks unofficially for the 6'1 senior. Anything different we look for in the second half?
You know, I don't think so. I think that defensively, unless Londonderry decides to go back to that 2-3 zone they employed when they played Bedford, which was so successful, do you mix it up? Because now Concord Christian goes, all right, they're playing man. What are they doing? Now we adjust to man, come out maybe in the second half, a little bit of zone. A lot of trapping. They did a lot of wing traps against Bedford, and Bedford turned the ball over all over the place. We only have, this is astonishing, we only have 5 turnovers officially in this half. Right?
Combined. Right?
5. And you and I are usually on about the same with turnovers, and we both have 5, so I think we're officially official. That's all I'm saying.
3 giveaways for Londonderry, only 2 for Concord Christian. Lancer scored 8 unanswered points about midway through that first quarter. That was their largest lead. Concord Christian had a brief advantage, a 2-point lead about midway through the second quarter. And it's really been tight ever since. 2-possession game as we get set for the third quarter.
Yeah, that's kind of what we want, though. We want a close game. We need a good, close game. The fans want a close. Well, I don't say that. The fans do not want a close game. One team wants the other team, or one fan section wants the other team to blow them out. But we, as fans, want a close game, right? Makes it exciting.
I don't think there are very many undecided fans here.
No, I don't think so either.
In the gym, there's no neutral observers outside of press row.
I mean, we root for everybody equally, so that's kind of where we are. But you're right. There's some fiery people behind us and some fiery people across from us. Sometimes I can't even hear you. When they make a basket, I can't hear a word you're saying at that point.
Concord Christian, they brought their fans. They're all in white on the far side of the gym from our perspective, whereas the Lancers clad in blue are behind us. Concord Christian, on their first possession of the second half, they see a foul near the rim.
Oh.
Capsalis knocked down on the official offering. And after the offensive rebound, we have a foul that is going to send Brooklyn Robbins to the free throw line.
Oh, I didn't see much there. See, sometimes when the The defensive player gets a raw end of the deal a lot. You know, when they go straight up and the offensive player jumps in a little bit, the defensive player usually gets called for the foul, most of the time. In that case, it looked like Sullivan just kind of went straight up for the block. But it's a hard call to make. You just have to make that decision, do we call most frequently a defensive foul?
Meanwhile, an 0 for 2 trip for Robbins, who, by the way, is the only reserve to start the second half here for either team. She goes 0 for 2. Londonderry's halftime lead is still on the board, 22-17. First trip for the Lancers. Gemma Murray.
Now, I wonder why they made that decision. Do we have foul trouble? Did we have, what happened there? Why'd they make that decision, I wonder?
Meanwhile, a trip. A foul here as Sullivan was knocked down on the play. She's been on the floor a lot this afternoon.
Yeah, she has.
Both teams have been willing to sacrifice the body. Lancers in search for their first championship since they went back-to-back in 2015. Concord Christian, as we mentioned, champions just 2 years ago in Division II. And are looking for their 4th state championship in a 4th different level in the last 5 years. Offensive rebound for Wilson. She has been on the glass yet again. The senior leads all rebounders with 6. Ekrit, pretty crossover and a three-pointer.
Another 3 for Ekrit.
She's now the game's leading scorer with 10 points.
He stepped it up today. She is scoring-wise, defensively, she was good last time. She stepped it up.
Here's a miscue, just the 3rd turnover. Wilson on the fast break is going to get 2 more.
Wilson just hit that one. She doesn't get many baskets, but she does get a lot of rebounds. Good steal from her.
Right. Meanwhile, pick and roll broken up in the paint and taken away by Londonderry's DeNovo.
Another turnover. 2 quick ones right in a row. Turnover can change the game. Just a couple here and there, you get a game change.
Meanwhile, Murray off the crossover is tripped up and fouled.
Londonderry's in attack mode right now. Full-on attack mode.
They have started this 3rd quarter on a 5-0 run. And are out in front by their largest lead. It's a 10-point gap for the first time, and now a timeout is called by Matt Smith.
Good call. Just sort of like give them a minute, take a break. 5 points, boom, boom, like that. All of a sudden, 10-point game.
Concord Christian, 17-1 during the regular season, just their 2nd season in Division I. Last year fell short in the semifinals, but 17-1. Their only loss was just over a month ago, February the 13th. They fell to Bedford. And since then have rattled off 6 straight wins, but have had to play from behind more often than not so far in this championship affair against Londonderry. Meanwhile, the Lancers, after suffering a season-ending defeat to end the regular season, they scrapped away 3 straight tournament wins, victories over Keene, Wyndham, and against defending champion Bedford by a point, 46-45 in the semifinals.
Yeah, it's almost like that last game where they lost. Either they were resting people, or they lost, and now all of a sudden it's like, we shouldn't have lost that. We're not losing again. You get that change of mindset, like, why do we lose that game? We're not losing again. Kind of feel like they're playing with, again, sense of urgency, right? That's how you have to play in a championship game.
Londonderry with the basketball. Pass tipped out of bounds off the right fingertips of Kate Smith.
Way too tough a pass to make. Got to dribble over that way a little bit so you can make it a little easier. Maybe go back door if you're getting overplayed. Londonderry can't stand and watch.
Lancers looking to go up a dozen. 2 minutes in, 3rd quarter. Sullivan for Ekrit, 3-pointer. That's DeNovo, rather. No good, and a good box out by Emma Smith.
That was really good box out.
Smith will take it herself into the front court. Concord Christian needs a basket. Trying to make it a single-digit difference. Smith double-teamed in the post. Outside for Valiant. Now Kate Smith mishandles initially off the catch, but recovers. Gets a ball screen. Takes it inside. Looks for Valiant, and that one slips out of her hands. Taken away by DeNovo. Her 2nd steal, and she's stripped on the way up. Salas.
Oh, boy.
Wrestles it free. And then she loses control at midcourt. Murray with the steal. Up ahead to DeNovo, is knocked down and fouled.
Crowd wanted to foul on that last layup attempt. We didn't have a great view of that, so we couldn't tell. Obviously, from where we were, it looked like it could have been, but we don't know.
It's like a pretty good defensive effort in my eyes. And
yeah.
then Murray returns the favor with a left-handed steal, and then this one, undeniable, the collision there as Robbins picks up her third foul.
Yep. The old knockdown play. Little bump.
Third team foul as well, so just one left to give for the Kingsmen. And this one too many steps in the post for Sullivan, a traveling violation.
What happens when you get triple teamed and you try and spin through? Her teammates keep getting open. All she has to do is take a dribble. They converge, she kicks, they get open, boom. Wide open looks.
Suddenly 7 turnovers for Londonderry after committing only 3 in the first half. 3 minutes in, third quarter. Still a 10-point lead for the Lancers. Concord Christian showing patience here against the man-to-man. Cap Salas venturing into the paint. Picks up the dribble. Kate Smith's got a look. High archer is short. Cap Salas trying to keep it alive on the baseline does. Inside out, Lash, a long look. Three-pointer is short. Body's on the floor, and Sullivan who ends up with the rebound. Now Ekert slows it down as she comes into the front court. Coach Doherty calls out the play, and Londonderry's up 10 with the ball.
And they can afford to slow it down a little bit offensively. They're up 10. And Concord Christian has 3 fouls.
There's a three-point attempt. No. Ball ends up out of bounds back to Concord Christian.
Yeah, if you're Londonderry, you need good shots right now. You're up 10. Run your offense a little bit. Don't play not to lose, but that's okay. You can slow down your offense. You don't have to rush and take bad shots. Take good shots and maintain your lead. Slow the game down.
Meanwhile, Cap Salas gets a well-deserved break for Concord Christian. Emma Smith's shot is off target. Rebounded DeNovo, and Londonderry's coming the other way. Lancers by 10. Both teams stuck in the mud here for a bit offensively. Neither team has been able to score the last few trips. Ekert trying to change that, and she will. Brooke Ekert, third made three-pointer, 6 in the quarter, 13 in the game.
She has come to play today.
Largest lead for Londonderry at 30-17. 3.5 to go, third quarter. Lash rejected.
Great block. Great block.
Sullivan, a two-hand swat. That's her 4th block of the afternoon.
Oh, man alive. If she gets a rebound on that, I'm going to give it to her.
3 out of the corner. Too strong. Another good box out by Kate Smith.
Kate Smith somehow manages to get rebounds without jumping off the floor. I don't know how she does it. It's incredible box out.
Yeah. Textbook. Shouldn't have to jump if you got the position.
No, if you box out well, you're right.
Emma Smith will wrestle that one loose. Another offensive rebound. Now Kate Smith in attack mode. Back to Emma. No, that's Lash. There's an easy 2.
Nice pass. Really good pass.
Second basket for Abby Lash. All right, 30-19. Ekert has been hot, stays hot.
Oh, another one. From college. College 3, Nick. College 3.
How about her third 3 of the quarter and her 4th of the game?
All right, that's fantastic shot. Wide open looks.
Game high 16. Meanwhile, nearly a turnover. Valiant recovers, goes down the lane, and draws a foul.
Oh, Sullivan's 3rd foul. Should have stayed home, try and take a charge.
You can see the senior not happy with the call, but definitely moving there. Contact occurs, so the freshman Valiant heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get there early. Don't foul.
Second team foul against Londonderry, but as you mentioned, number 3 against the player of the year, Samantha Sullivan.
And there was some concern. He got in foul trouble last time. I don't know. And they're going to leave her in. Not going to worry about taking her out. She's smart.
DeNovo heads out of the Londonderry lineup instead.
They're up 13, though. I might take her out for the last 2 minutes and then put her in the 4th quarter. I want to take that chance.
LaPriori has come on for the Lancers. 2 for 2 trip for Bryn Valiant. 5 points for the freshman. Londonderry's lead is still 12. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. LaPriori, before the double team arrives, a timeout is called by Coach Doherty. It's a full timeout by Londonderry.
Well, good timeout call. If you're going to get trapped in the corner, they're going to change their defense a little bit, maybe try and trap some of the wing players in the corner. They've been tripling Sullivan all game.
Right.
So maybe you mix it up a little bit, trap some of the exterior players and get turnovers.
But again, points coming from elsewhere tonight for Londonderry. Brooke Ekrit, who's an all-state selection, again is the game-high scorer with 16. And has caught fire from three-point land, and then Sullivan hasn't necessarily needed to score.
No.
At least in the second half. Had 9 points all before the break, but has 5 rebounds and 4 blocks defensively.
Yeah, I mean, she can do all the other things. Her teammates, again, when you get doubled, as soon as you're doubled, you know there's one person open. You get tripled, there's 2 people open. Just find those people that are open, your teammates, find your teammates, have confidence in your teammates, and right now, they've done that so far.
Meanwhile, points have been hard to come by for Concord Christian. 7 for Emma Smith, 5 for Bryn Valiant. 2 apiece for Cap Salas and Lash and Robbins. The only bench points with 2. So, open-ended question here. Who steps up for Concord Christian over the final 10 minutes of regulation?
Yeah, I mean, you've only got 4 points in this quarter. It's tough to come back when you can't score points, right? You got to make sure you get points.
Right, our halftime score was 22-17. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Londonderry, the number 3 seed, after coming up short a year ago, looking for a championship here in 2026. 3-point shot there for LaPriere, no good. A rebound for Valiant. Concord Christian got Cap Salas back in the game. Abby Lash now handles. Hands off to Emma Smith, their leading scorer. Right hand dribble, right hand shot, no good. And the rebound goes to Sullivan.
And you see Sullivan was in there again, hands up. They can attack her and get her 4th foul. She's going to have to sit down. I'm going at her every chance you get.
Minute 25. Ekrit thought about shooting that one, picks up the dribble.
Oh, she had a heat check.
Hands off to Sullivan, who looks to attack. She's triple team. Wrap around, bounce pass, 3 up and in.
Bang! Another one.
Gemma Murray adding to Londonderry's lead. It's 15 for the first time at 36-21.
So there's 6-3 of the game so far to 4 for Concord Christian.
There's a moving screen on Lash. Excellent defense by Murray. And it's all business right now for Londonderry.
Absolutely. They've been calling that too. The moving screen has been sort of it seems a point of emphasis, as has the feet switching and on the attack the basket traveling call.
Referees have been spot on today, in my opinion.
Oh, I think so too. They've been really good. Both games so far, really good.
When we say both games, of course, we mean the Division II championship won by Dairyfield over Pembroke earlier this afternoon. Good hustle by Wilson to prevent the layup.
Oh, man, that was a wide open layup too.
Coming off the heels of the steal, Wilson able to tip it away from Kate Smith.
Gonna switch to that right hand, right? Uh-oh, there's a push. I think they're going to call that, maybe.
It's another foul away from the ball. We've seen that today.
They did, 32.
An offensive foul against Cap Salas.
On the out of bounds. We're shooting free throws, Nick. We are shooting free throws.
That's the 15th foul against Concord Christian.
But we only have 41 seconds left, so that's. Although, do you shoot that one? Or is that out of bounds? Yeah, usually you take that out of bounds on that. It's sort of a off the ball. Well, you know what though? Off the ball foul on the out of bounds like that. Usually,
technically, it's a dead ball foul.
It is. Yeah, because there's not. Yeah, no action.
The ball was never inbounded.
You go out of bounds.
So if it's a dead ball foul, it should not be free throws. It should be out of bounds. And the officials, I'm sure, just figured that out.
Yeah, they were thinking.
After
you look at the clock immediately, you think 2 shots.
Right.
I get that.
So the dead ball foul gives it back to Londonderry. Technically a turnover for Concord Christian, their 6th.
That's right.
30 seconds to go. What's been a big third quarter for Londonderry. They're going to draw a foul here, and that will put the Lancers at the line.
Definitely shooting. Sullivan shooting.
Foul on Brooke Valiant, her 2nd. As we see there, the contact. So Sullivan, again, named earlier this week by the New Hampshire Coaches Association as the Player of the Year, gets her first point since halftime that puts her in double figures with 10.
He makes them go, and you got Ekrit today shot so well, getting wide open. Looks, because of those double and triple teams on Sullivan, you might want to go away from that and just say, listen, we've got to play straight up, can't double, triple her anymore.
38-21, largest lead for Londonderry. Final 20 seconds, third quarter. Concord Christian hoping to limit the damage. Lash takes a bounce pass, back to the defense, finds a cutter. And a foul on the catch coming in the lane here against the Lancers. Third team foul against Londonderry, so still one to give with 10 seconds remaining.
Just got to make sure the one you decide to give is not Sullivan at this point.
Coach Smith hoping his team can execute here with 10 seconds left.
17-point game is going to get away from them if they're not careful. Fourth quarter.
Capsalis. Handoff broken up, and then a foul here against Emma Smith. Ekrit, a pest on defense there, comes up with the loose ball and draws the foul.
And that's a 7th turnover this half.
This quarter.
And you're going to get a good shooter in Ekrit going to the free throw line to make it possibly a 19-point game.
Coach Doherty behind the official. Liking the spot his team is in. They came close last year. Remember, they lost to Bedford in the championship nearly a full calendar year ago as Ekrit knocks down the free throw. It's been, I'm sure, a mission to not only get back to this spot, but to seal the deal. And right now, Londonderry is looking like they're going to do just that.
It does. That's just a 19 points, a big lead.
That's it for the third quarter. Lancers 40, Concord Christian 21. Was it meant to be for Londonderry? Or does Concord Christian have something up the sleeve?
Oh.
We find out next. Fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division I State Championship game. Here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, we're presented by Beals Insurance, and we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Get ready to elevate your game at New England Football Academy. they don't just train athletes, they build champions. They're closing the recruiting gap in New Hampshire and across New England with elite-level coaching that sharpens skills, strengthens mindset, and unleashes next-level performance. Based in Manchester, New England Football Academy offers one-on-one sessions, small groups, and full-team training, giving every athlete the tools to lead, compete, and dominate at every level. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit their Instagram at NEF Academy 603. Your journey to becoming elite starts now.
Well, it's Londonderry's to lose here with 8 minutes to go in regulation. They've got a commanding 40-21 advantage over Concord Christian. The Kingsmen, the top seed in this year's tournament, are going to need a big, big fourth quarter if they want to come back here in Durham. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham. It's been a fun afternoon. Championship weekend here at the University of New Hampshire. As the fourth quarter begins with an Emma Smith steal. She goes down the lane and had it blocked by Murray. And now a foul in the backcourt against Concord Christian.
Yeah, good block, really good block. Save that after the turnover.
See the replay, Smith off the steal. And Murray gets basketball. Wilson gets the rebound and draws the foul.
Bit of a holding call down underneath.
Londonderry, the number 3 seed in the tournament, knocked off defending champion Bedford in the semifinals, ensuring themselves a second straight ticket to the championship round and avenging last year's championship loss to Bedford. They meet top seed Concord Christian here. The Kingsmen riding a 6-game win streak, only one loss during the regular season, but Londonderry has been in the driver's seat this afternoon, really from the get-go, led by as many as 8 in the first half, 5 at halftime, and a 19-point lead here to begin the fourth quarter. As they get a steal defensively, and then Kate Smith picks Sullivan's pocket, sends it up the floor. Valiant, left-hand banker, no, ball is loose. Lash in the area, and Valiant finally secures again for Concord Christian.
You know, they got a couple turnovers, a couple steals here last 2 times down. Concord Christian, they just haven't been able to capitalize. Although Emma Smith just hit that one, so that's a tough shot by Emma Smith going up against a 3-foul Sam Sullivan.
Timeout, Coach Doherty.
I like the trap. Concord Christian has mixed it up a little bit. Turn them out and trap early when they cross half court. Try and force them sideline, step up, get a trap.
So Coach Smith pulling out really all the stops.
You kind of have to at this point, right? You got to do all you can, and they have. They've gotten 2 turnovers in a row. They just couldn't finish, and then they come down and get that basket that Emma Smith got. But the 2 turnovers they had, Londonderry was able to sprint back and kind of, just botch it up. So good job by them. But right now, if you're Londonderry, you got to make sure you stay out of the corners, right? Move the ball back and forth, try and get it to the middle, and then attack.
Londonderry dialing up the defense in that third quarter, forcing 7 turnovers in that frame alone, many of them resulting in points. And they've had a balanced effort on offense, led by Brooke Ekert, 16 points. As she has caught fire, knocking down 4 threes in the process. And then Player of the Year, Samantha Sullivan, a steady game once again, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 block shots on defense.
Yeah, if she's open, you better get a hand up, make her drive to the basket. I'm not leaving Ekert open at all.
Londonderry basketball, they hand to Murray. Wilson is open up top and now out of the timeout. Again, we see the trap on the wings. Looking for a cutter here, bounce pass, knocked loose in the paint. Ball ends up out of bounds under the basket. And will stay at this end of the floor with Londonderry.
Right idea, a little late, hesitant to throw it. So a little late, and then you almost turn it over again. That had been a 3rd in a row.
There's the Londonderry athletic director, Jimmy Lozon. He likes where his team is at. Lancers by 17, trying to make it 20 with a 3. No. Murray the follow, yes.
Murray the follow, but who was there for the tip? Walton Wilson.
Wilson, a game-high 8 rebounds. 3-pointer for Lash, up and in.
They needed that desperately.
The junior able to get square in the corner. 8 points off the bench for Lash, who's been a factor. Again, the press, a 1-2-2 from Concord Christian. Ekert comes into the front court with the dribble.
That time, Londonderry did a nice job breaking it, but there's the trap again up top when you trap the ball handler.
Wilson leaves it underneath, and LaPriere is fouled. They're saying on the way up.
Wilson might have got away with a little travel on that pass. Jimmy Lozon, by the way, what? Former student of mine.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
Manchester West graduate. Former quarterback with the Blue Knights.
That's right.
And, of course, now longtime head football coach at Londonderry High.
Done a really outstanding job there.
LaPriere, free throw up and in. First point for the 5'9" sophomore. Slated to be a big member of the program moving forward. Again, both teams set to only graduate 3 players apiece.
That's big. That is big for next year.
2-for-2 trip. Lancers by 18, 2 minutes in, fourth quarter.
Yeah, and as hard as Concord Christian's been working defensively too with the traps and things, they're only up. They're still down 18, I should say. You're working that hard, and you really haven't made up any ground.
Meanwhile, Lash barely avoids a travel. Valiant spins away from 2 players and drops it in. It's a good finish there. First field goal. No, third field goal.
No, you're right. She had a 3 and a 2, I believe.
Oh, you're right. There it is. So add it all up, 2 free throws and the 2 field goals, 7 points for the freshman. Nearly 3 minutes in, fourth quarter. Concord continuing to try and trap. And now a foul here is called as Murray splits defenders.
Yeah, third team foul already, so free throws will be coming pretty soon. If you're Concord Christian, too, you want to just what are you going to do? Got to foul. You got to find some way to get them at the line, get the ball back quick, because you got to score a lot of points quickly.
Meanwhile, Sullivan catches the inbound lob and scores with the left hand.
It's too good.
First field goal since halftime, 13 for Sullivan.
It's too good in the paint like that. Uses either hand really well.
Londonderry by 18. Capsalis trying to work on LaPriere. Good defense here.
Really good defense.
Lash for 3. In and out, no good. Wilson, her 9th rebound.
Wilson has been everywhere on the glass. Wide open.
LaPriere for 3. Won't go. Offensive rebound, Ekrit on the weak side. Lancers a second chance here as we near the midway point, fourth quarter.
And now she's going to trying to trap. Concord Christian still trying to trap. There you go, dribble through the traps.
Ekrit lost her balance, turned over. Kate Smith the other way for no. About to say for 2. Emma Smith, her sister, has got her back with the putback.
Trying to keep them in the game best they can.
And quick timeout the other way. Comes with just over 4 minutes remaining. Concord Christian going to use their second timeout here of the second half. The Kingsmen still trailing Londonderry 46-30.
Very difficult uphill climb with 4:11 to go. Because if you're Londonderry, again, you don't want to play not to lose. But again, you can slow your offense down a little bit. Just you don't have to worry. Don't take threes, right? Just take two pointers and 3 fouls to 0. So be strong with the ball. They're going to foul you because they're going to have to reach. And Concord Christian has to do everything they can to get the ball back to try and score as quickly as they can. So Londonderry just seems to be strong with the ball. Don't turn it over.
Reminder, after the game, exclusive interviews.
Ooh.
See if we can get some players. Hope to speak with the winning head coach. And, of course, the trophy presentation will come your way live as well, plus the usual goodies, stats, highlights, and analysis. So a big post game coming up. This game has moved quickly. It tipped off at 4 o'clock Eastern. We're just past 5 o'clock here on the East Coast.
You know, Nick, I got to say, all of our post game action is big.
It is.
It is. It doesn't matter if we're doing
especially this weekend.
Yeah, game 1 or game 24.
Yep.
Right? They're all big. That's how we roll.
We bring you those interviews 24/7.
That's what we do here.
Basically.
Hit the subscribe button, for gosh sakes, right? That's what we do. If you're in Alaska right now and you're watching, hit the button.
4 minutes to go. And again, as we know, no shot clock. Much to the chagrin of Justin Gorham, no shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire. So Londonderry free to burn as much time as they want. They'll get a quick shot instead. Kate Smith rebounds to miss for Concord Christian. Now Lash at the other end. Picks up the dribble. Looks for Valiant on the cut. Valiant double teamed. Back out. Lash for 3. Line drive miss. Loose under the basket. And it'll stay right here.
Ooh. Referee with a bold call. Wilson usually gets those. She usually rips those away. That's a tough play by Smith to get the ball back. They get another shot at it.
Here's Smith on a baseline drive, runs into Sullivan and travels first.
9th second half turnover for Concord Christian after a wonderful 2-turnover first half. Both teams, though, have turned the ball over quite a bit. Defense has really picked up in the second half, and pretty much, you know, that desperation time too, where you're going to foul a lot.
LaPriere trying to find her teammate in the corner. Pass deflected. Body's on the floor. Londonderry recovers. And a foul is given by the Kingsmen. That's their last that they had to give. So 14 fouls now against Concord Christian. Still with 3:12 to go.
This is a physical game. A lot of bodies on the floor.
Yeah.
Isn't there a song of that in there? Every time you say that, isn't there a song?
There was.
Yeah. And they repeat that phrase quite a bit in the song, if I recall. It's a funny song.
The song's about 24, 25 years old at this point.
Right.
Meanwhile, a foul is Sullivan. It's knocked down.
Oh, and Sullivan so far, even though this could be the jinx, she's been perfect.
What a season. Guided her squad to this spot last year as a junior. Londonderry falls just short in the championship round over Bedford. And seemingly on a mission ever since. 16-3 regular season. They get revenge over the Bulldogs in the semifinal by knocking out the defending champion. Then here on Championship Saturday, they're now up 17 with 4 minutes to play over the top seed Concord Christian.
And you make free throws like that. You know what an interesting stat is, Nick? They've not missed a free throw.
That is not only interesting but impressive.
That's 10 for 10, and Concord Christian's missed 3. But 10 for 10 from the line so far, and they're going to shoot more before the game's over. I'm sure they'll shoot a couple more.
Meanwhile, Valiant shot too strong, and the ball ends up with Londonderry.
Letting a little bit of physical play go here at the end. I like it.
Big lead for the Lancers. Concord Christian not about to lay down as they come with the press. We're inside of 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Earlier today, it was Derryfield over Pembroke. The Spartans were also the 1 seed in the Division II tournament. But the Cougars led nearly wire-to-wire, end up with the victory. 57-41. It's Derryfield's first state championship since 1998. Londonderry looking for their first since 2015 when they did it back-to-back.
We might get back-to-back 1 seeds getting beat. Nice steal.
Kate Smith with the theft. Kate Smith leaves the layup short. Sullivan the rebound and a foul committed over the back by Valiant.
Well, you know, sometimes what they say, when it rains, it pours. It's just not going in, not going well for them today. Missing some easy ones, down 18 to soon probably be down close to 20 here.
It was a 19-point game going into this fourth quarter. Sullivan a chance to match that mark with the first free throw attempt here. He does so.
Yeah, a nice looking shot.
Yeah. How about 5 for 5 for Sullivan at the line? 14 in the game. And we just jinxed her.
We did.
But guess who on the glass?
Who else would it be?
It's Wilson's 10th. And Londonderry has it again. Open in the corner is Wilson, who thought about it. And now Sullivan is going to be called for an offensive foul through her hip into Capsalis in an effort to catch that bounce pass.
I don't even think they called it. He did call a foul. They just thought he could call out of bounds. That's her 4th.
Yeah. Number 4 on Sullivan, 2:10 to go. Coach Doherty right now is going to leave his star senior in the game.
Yeah, at this point, you know what? You're up 20. Not a bad idea. You're okay doing that, I think.
Sullivan another rebound as she continues to work towards a double-double. Ekrit sends it up the floor. Murray, the left hand, no. Ekrit follows in with the glass. Up top, Wilson for 3.
Wilson with a 3. Are you kidding me?
5 points for Brooke Wilson, a game-high 10 rebounds, and you see the reaction from the Londonderry bench for a player who doesn't necessarily look to score.
No.
The senior gets square there, and the right-hand shot is true.
She rebounds, right? She rebounds. That's wonderful, right? You get on the block, you get on that three-point shot that you hit. That's wonderful.
It also gives Londonderry their largest lead yet, 52-30. With a minute 45 remaining. Reminder, we will speak with the winning head coach, and right now that looks like John Doherty.
I think it's going to be John Doherty. I don't think there's just not enough time to come back from a 22-point deficit.
That's certainly the plan. I'm sure Coach Doherty will be swarmed by media, perhaps, before he gets his way over here.
There could be a swarming.
Hope that doesn't happen, and we get to speak with the Londonderry head coach. Also some players, I'm sure, would like to speak with us. We'd certainly like to speak with them.
Yeah, it's always fun, right? Get a couple players over here.
Some exclusive interviews coming your way next, part of the championship celebration here in Durham. Three-pointer for Emma Smith, off target. Capsalis tried to keep it alive. Sullivan ends up with another rebound.
A double-double is approaching fast.
Into the front court it comes with a minute and a half to go. Londonderry by 22. This one batted into the backcourt by the defense. Wilson finds Ekert near side, but Lancers are going to play keep away here as we move towards 1 minute to go. A reach in on Capsalis will stop the clock with a minute 13, and we can hear it from the Londonderry fans. Standing ovation here in Durham.
They know it's over. They know they've won. What an effort, right? You upset your rival, Bedford. I'm pretty much convinced that Bedford and Londonderry are women's basketball rivals at this point. And I think they upset them in the semifinal game, so this is just, icing on the cake.
What a postseason run. Victories over Keene, Windham, Bedford, and now it looks like Concord Christian.
Pretty good run. No doubt about it.
Deep three here for Robbins is off target. Kate Smith won't quit, though. Counted in the foul.
No quit. Can't quit.
Sixth rebound and first field goal for the senior.
Yeah, that's shocking, too. She usually gets a few baskets there. That's his first basket. She won't be happy with that, but you know what? They played hard. They had a good regular season, just like we said in the last game, right? You got to be proud of what you did in the regular season as well.
17-1, just year number 2 in Division I. Smith converts the three-point play opportunity. Murray trying to swim upstream against the press, draws a foul at midcourt with 56 seconds to go.
Yeah, at what point do you say, okay, we probably shouldn't foul anymore? Maybe next time down, if you get the ball back or they score again, you don't foul anymore and just kind of play it out. Maybe get some subs in. All right, both teams get some subs in that haven't played yet, so they get a little championship experience. That's fun.
You may see that. Murray misfires. One more for the All-State selection. 5'10 junior. She should be back next year. Going to knock down one of the two. Big second half for Murray. 7 of her 11 since the break. 54-33. Emma Smith inside, works the window. She will be missed at Concord Christian for sure. One of 3 graduating seniors. Smith with a team-high 13 today. And another foul is given at midcourt with 37 seconds remaining. Meanwhile, everybody is on their feet on the near side of the gym, the Londonderry side of the gym. There's not one person still seated.
Just hope we don't get rushed. I don't want to get rushed for the court storm. People jumping over us for the court storm. It could happen. Be ready, Nick. Be ready. Court storm.
A storm may be in the forecast.
They're trying to block the court storm on our left. They're trying. Stage left, court storm blocking.
As long as it doesn't affect us here at the scorer's table, I'm all
better
for
not. And I'll be laying down. I'll be going down in a heap.
Murray goes 0 for 2. Concord Christian sees a 3 from Lash go in the hole.
Lash came up big.
She can shoot. How about 3 made threes off the bench?
All right, she came up big today.
9 points for Lash. And this will be the final seconds here, likely of the game, as one more foul. It's going to send Ekert to the line inside of 13 seconds.
Yeah, we hope that's probably the last foul of the game right there. If I am Londonderry, I go back. I go to a 2-3 zone. We put our hands up, and we say, we've won.
Trophy ceremony coming up. Interview with Coach Doherty and players coming up during the postgame. Ekert's free throw is good. She is a perfect 5 of 5 at the line.
This will give her, she makes this. She's got 20, I think.
An even 20 for Ekert. And that is going to do it here in Durham. 56-38, a wire-to-wire win for Londonderry. As the last rebound is pulled in appropriately by Wilson, Londonderry is the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division I champions, as they do it over Concord Christian, 56-38, their first state championship in over a decade. Head coach John Doherty gives the thumbs up to some of the media, and now hugging his star player, Samantha Sullivan. A lot of emotions over there on the Londonderry sideline. They were the opposite end of the decision last year, falling 50-44 to Bedford in the 2025 state championship. They go 16-3. They avenge their loss against Bedford with a semifinal victory over the Bulldogs, and they do it in convincing fashion here in the final. 56-38, handing Concord Christian just their second loss of the season.
Yeah, and the two biggest stats, I mean, the turnovers were pretty much even. The two biggest stats in this ball game were Londonderry, 32 rebounds unofficially, 32 rebounds to Concord Christian 16, and 15 of 20 from the free throw line for Londonderry as well. So they did the dirty work, right? The hard work, the rebounding, you know, the build the big lead early and just kind of hang on and just don't let up. They did that.
Both teams took good care of the basketball in that first half, and then the second half, particularly that third quarter, Londonderry seemed to dial up the intensity defensively.
Yeah, they did, and just did good defense, and they did the same thing. That's why they won. That's why they won the game against Bedford. Defensively, they were so good. I think that trend continued today here in this game. Defensively, they were just outstanding and stifled that Concord Christian offense.
Fast-moving ball game today as well. Less than 80 minutes in real time in this championship.
Wow.
And as you mentioned, that's not just good officiating, good execution, but kudos to the coaches as well.
Yeah.
Good coaching.
Good coaching.
Can make games go smoother sometimes.
The games that don't go well, it's a combination of all those things. A lot of times, too many fouls called, you know, coaches not knowing what to do in certain situations, so the games just take forever. And these two teams well coached. The last game, those teams well coached teams.
Yep.
You know, just it and it shows too.
Derryfield, they won the D2 title. First championship for the Cougars in nearly 30 years. They beat previously undefeated Pembroke earlier today by a score of 57-41. And then the one seed in the D1 tournament falls victim here in the championship round as well. 56-38 the final as Londonderry. They get it done after coming up just short in this spot a year ago. There is John Doherty coming onto the floor and receiving the hardware. That's what it's all about, right? If you're head of the program, obviously you want to develop the players, you want to mentor them, certainly in different aspects, but at the end of the day, it's a competition. And that trophy represents the highest that you can win in team sports.
That is. I think, you know, sometimes we forget about that. And it's everybody gets a trophy, everybody this and that, but no, there should always be a winner and a second place finish, which we call a loser, right? Somebody has to lose. Otherwise, why would we play the game at that point, right?
Still got to earn your spot to get here. And we've highlighted that specifically. Concord Christian 17-1, a terrific regular season, especially given the fact they've only been a D1 program for 2 years. Their student body is a little over 100 students, which is almost unheard of to compete with the bigger schools in Division I.
And you know what? They have nothing to be ashamed of. They've won 3 state championships, for goodness sakes. Right? 3. They haven't just, this isn't their first time in a state championship situation. They have 3.
Yeah, they won the whole thing in Division 4 in 2022. D3 champs in 2023. Division 4 champions in 2024. And again, deep runs in D1. Last year, a semifinal push, and this year they lose in the championship.
Nothing to be ashamed of. And I think, the coaches know that. They just ran into that's a buzzsaw in terms of defense and how they've been playing and how they played against Bedford. That's a buzzsaw. That's a defensive masterclass by Coach Doherty and their team. I just think, urgency, effort, and just the willingness to, we're going to win. We're not going to allow ourselves to lose. And that's kind of how it felt today.
Both teams will say goodbye to 3 seniors in the offseason, and all 3 will be missed. Brooke Ekrit, the game-high scorer for Londonderry with 20 points, had 4 made threes, was perfect at the line. She will graduate. Player of the Year Samantha Sullivan will be graduating. 16 points, 8 rebounds by my count, 4 blocks, all in that first half. And then Gemma Murray, another All-State selection, another big game, 11 points. She will be back, only a junior. And then Brooke Wilson, double digits in the rebounding category yet again with a game-high 11, playing in her final game as a senior for Concord Christian. Emma Smith, Kate Smith, Sophia Capsalis, all set to graduate in 2026.
Yeah, so I think they all have something to look forward to next year. I think they're good programs. They'll continue to win. They'll continue to be successful.
Meanwhile, the party continues over in the student section. Some of the media has gravitated that way. There's some of the players intermixing with the students. And again, Londonderry really has one of the better fan bases statewide, regardless of division, regardless of sport.
Absolutely. And wait, we still got another day of this.
We do.
Sir. What is happening?
Championship weekend rolls on as we switch over to the boys tomorrow. Division II championship at 12 noon Eastern, and then the D1 final comes your way at 4 o'clock. So it's been a great championship Saturday, and we expect great things tomorry.
Absolutely.
On Championship Sunday.
What a great couple games today. I mean, they weren't that close, but I still think they were really fun games to watch. They both teams, all the teams played hard, and you didn't lose anything. They just got after it. One team just scored more points than the other. It's kind of what happens, right?
All right. Here comes head coach of the now state champion Londonderry Lancers, John Doherty.
He's easing his way over, talking to some peeps.
Yep.
Got to have peeps.
Shaking hands up and down press row with some Londonderry fans. So we're
coming from everywhere.
We're set to speak with the head coach following a 56-38 victory here in the championship round over Concord Christian. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great win.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear us at all.
Nope.
Oh, that's typical.
Oh, we came unplugged.
We may have.
Oh.
Better?
Got us now?
Anything?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Let's see if we can jack him. How's that? Any better? Any better? No? Check 1, 2, nothing?
Oh, now I got you.
Now you got
All
us.
right.
Oh, that's gone again.
Oh, it's
What
gone
is
again. It may be a loose wire here. Again, we're sharing with media outlets up and down. We'll see. Can you hear me now? Any better? No? Still nothing?
It's
All right, how about you just lean in maybe with one on, one off?
Here, wait, take mine.
There you go, even better. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Trying to get Coach Doherty squared away here. You got me now.
all right. I got you now.
Perfect. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Special group. You came up just short in this spot a year ago. Was that obviously seemingly the mission to get back here, but how much fuel was
so
that
much.
for this group?
I can't tell you the amount of fuel that has been running through these girls' veins since we beat Bedford the other night. They've just been completely focused and motivated. You know, like I said, we said you fell short last week or last year. I mean, this was it. The girls knew we weren't working out of here with a loss.
Yeah. Your seniors certainly played
Unbelievable.
like it was their final game. They went all out for sure. Brooke Ekrit with a game-high 20 points. Sullivan right there with 16 points, 9 rebounds, and officially 5 blocks defensively, and then double digits from Gemma Murray as well. The junior will be back. But how about that core? Forgot to mention Wilson on the glass. those three seniors seem like that they were dialed in today, to your point.
They are 100% dialed in. I mean, it's funny. They were the kind of driving force when we beat Bedford the other night, too. And, they know this is the end of the line, and they want to go out with a W. So, I mean, what a way to go out.
Right. Defensively, seemed like you basically played it straight up, right? For the most part.
I did not. No, I did not.
Or mixed it up? Or
no,
what
I did not. So the strategy was to run them off the three-point line, which I don't know how many three-pointers they took as a team, but they average a very high percentage taking per game.
6 of 21.
So they took 21 today. So that was our goal, was to kind of hold them in a very low percentage from the three-point line and make it very difficult for them to hit outside shots. Sam essentially played a one-girl zone. Kind of hung out in the paint, and I think that's where those 5 blocks come from. And then we were face guarding Emma, and then we were no help on shooters. So Bryn, last time we played them, she killed us. And today she had
2 of 6. 7 points.
7 points. She had 18 last time we played them. So.
Well, I was going to emphasize defensively, you guys were so great the other night against Bedford. Same thing, trapping all over the place, more zone obviously there.
Yep.
And today I know I had heard from some people you were going to employ something a little different, you know, kind of keep Sullivan at home in the middle, help out a little bit.
A little bit of a hybrid kind of junk defense that we wanted to run with.
But defensively, you were so good. You forced, turnovers, but rebounding-wise, you out-rebounded them 32-16, 15 for 20 from the free throw line versus their 7. So it just you played with a sense of urgency. Is that how the girls felt like the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, again, they weren't walking out of here with a W. So they've been locked in. We've had really good practices all week, and I think one of the biggest benefits was we were here last year. Yeah. So walking into this gym, it doesn't feel as big. It doesn't feel as crowded. It doesn't feel as anxious. You're able to kind of settle into the game a little bit, and I think from the jump we did that. I mean, we came out, we struck first. Halftime, I had very simple messages, and then that third quarter, I mean, I don't know what we outscored them in the third quarter, but that was a huge one.
Yeah, it was 40-21 third quarter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was just wire to wire, though. I thought you guys were great. I think you had other players step up.
Yep.
Because you have your player of the year doing her thing.
Yeah.
And they triple-teamed her. You had other players step up, so you must have had some chats with some people about getting open.
I think, a lot of people slept on Brooke Ekert all year. And the kid, she's a stud. I mean, she's been kind of like the back of the back seat for the while, and
not today.
Not today.
Nope.
She shows up in big games.
Yeah. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Go have some fun.
I will. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
John Doherty, class act, celebrating the title following a 56-38 convincing victory over Concord Christian. What'd you take away?
Well, again, that was a game based on defense. They won with defense. Offensively, they were pretty good, but, he said Ekert, who had kind of taken a back seat, came out and got 20 in the last game. So, again, what do you look at? Unsung heroes. He said she's been a stud all year long. Maybe she doesn't get you 20 points. Maybe she does all kinds of other things, diving on the floor, getting steals and rebounding. But tonight she came out, got 20 points, and just was outstanding. You couldn't leave her open because she's knocking down threes. She's rebounding. She's making free throws. I mean, she was great. So you always have to find that one other person other than your player of the year who got triple teamed, who was still good with 5 block shots. Right. 16 points. What do you say to that when you have 2 great players that played well?
By the way, efficient as all heck. 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 3 from deep, 7 of 8 at the line for Sullivan. And again, 9 rebounds to go with 16 points. 4 assists.
That's huge.
Well.
That's a great game, right? But defensively, they were so good. And, he talked about trying to push them off the three-point line because he knew they were good shooters. And they didn't get many open looks.
Which, by the way, is easier said than done.
It is.
By the way.
It is. That's not,
To quote-unquote, push a team off the three-point line is not an easy thing to accomplish, but Londonderry did that.
Yes, because the goal, too, is it's okay, we want you back, but we also say, okay, we're going to come out and get a hand up and make you drive to the basket where we think we're better with our help defense when you could drive to the basket. We're okay with that. We're okay with giving up a 2, or we know our defense, 5 blocks from Sullivan, we know our defense is so good on the back part that we're going to be able to get stops and then come down and score. We're not worried about you going to the basket, right, or shooting from 40. So, and they did that. I mean, they limited them to 6 3-point made, and I think that's their bread and butter is shooting threes, and they just didn't have enough open looks today. Not near enough.
Reminder, we're back on the air tomorrow ahead of the boys Division II state championship game. That tips off at noon here on the NFHS network. And then we round out championship weekend with the boys Division I championship, which comes your way at 4 o'clock Eastern. So another full day of championship basketball.
Darn right it is.
Comes your way tomorrow from the University of New Hampshire.
And we can anticipate, Nick, tomorrow too, I think, being even more crowded. For some reason it seems like, I mean, that's the most crowded I've seen a girls game, I think, in a long time. That was packed. And we've had to turn away, or they've had to turn away people for these guys' games. So you better get here early. If you're watching today, you better get here early tomorrow and find stake out your seat. otherwise, guess what? You know what you're doing, though? You're watching us.
Yep.
And so we're okay with that.
That's right. Broadcasting live on the NFHS network. Of course, we'll have the broadcast in its entirety on tape delay on our YouTube channel, FNL NH Media. All right, I want to thank the grounds crew here for another successful afternoon at the University of New Hampshire. They've been helpful with us behind the scenes all week. That's Mike Murphy and his staff here, taking real good care of us. We appreciate coming to UNH each and every year. And, of course, our partnership with the NFHS network, Don Boyle and his staff doing a great job as usual. I want to thank the sponsors at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. That's Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, Jewett Construction, and the New England Football Academy. And, of course, to our crew here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Includes Matt Beals and Ian Maluski pinch hitting for us this weekend. Great job as usual. And, of course, the whole thing, as always, orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For the big man in the big chair, executive producer Steve Beals down in the Sunshine State. And for my partner, Justin Gorham, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Londonderry 56, Concord Christian 38. This has been a presentation of the 2026 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division I State Championship game here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, presented by Beals Insurance, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.